The high Andes of Bolivia, where the air is thin, pure, and alive with the scent of wild herbs, invite you into a world that feels untouched by time. Here, every breath fills your lungs with crispness, and the silence is so profound it almost hums. Standing atop these heights, you truly feel as if you're on the rooftop of the world, gazing out over a landscape that stretches beyond imagination. Jagged peaks, some cloaked in deep red earth, others crowned with dazzling snow, rise dramatically from the valleys below, their silhouettes etched against the endless sky. Their ancient faces, weathered by centuries of wind and sun, tell stories older than memory, tales of shifting earth and the slow passage of time. As dawn breaks, gold and rose spill over the mountains, igniting the landscape in a symphony of color. The first light reveals textures and hues that seem almost otherworldly, painting the land in ever-changing shades. Silence reigns here, broken only by the wind's whistle as it rushes over the ridges, or the distant haunting cry of a condor soaring high above. In these moments you sense the heartbeat of the land, a slow, eternal rhythm that pulses beneath your feet, connecting you to something vast and ancient. The scale is staggering. Endless mountains fade into a purple haze, their outlines dissolving into the distance, hinting at mysteries yet to be discovered. Valleys cradle turquoise lakes, their still waters mirroring the sky above, creating a perfect reflection of clouds and color that shifts with every passing hour. This is the Altiplano, a vast plateau perched closer to the stars than the world below, where nature's raw power and beauty rule every horizon. Clouds drift at eye level, their shadows dancing across the slopes, constantly shifting the mood and painting the mountains with light and darkness. The mountains watch over all, silent and steadfast, a reminder of nature's permanence and awe-inspiring power. In this breathtaking setting, Bolivia's most resilient communities thrive, their lives shaped by the land's grandeur and the enduring spirit of the Andes. Hidden among these colossal peaks are villages that seem to grow from the earth itself. Reaching them means braving winding cliffside roads, but their beauty is worth every step. Adobe houses with thatched or tin roofs blend seamlessly into the landscape, built to withstand the elements. Each village has its own character, like Sajama beneath the sacred volcano or lakeside communities by Titicaca's deep blue waters. Life here is intertwined with the mountains, revered as, or protective spirits. Offerings to the Pachamama are part of daily life, reflecting a deep spiritual bond with the land. These villages are sanctuaries of tradition, far from the rush of modern cities. In the central plaza, children play and elders bask in the sun, their faces maps of a life lived in harmony with the mountains. Time here is measured by seasons and sunlight, not by clocks. In a Bolivian mountain village, the day begins before sunrise, when the world is still cloaked in darkness and the air is crisp and thin. The mountains loom silently, their peaks dusted with snow, as the first hints of light touch the sky. With the first stirrings of life in the cold air, villagers emerge from their adobe homes, their breath visible in the frosty dawn. The quiet is broken only by the soft sounds of footsteps and the gentle murmur of greetings. Wood smoke drifts from chimneys as families prepare breakfast, wrapped in vibrant shawls and ponchos that shield them from the chill. The aroma of maize and potatoes cooking over open fires fills the air, mingling with laughter and the clatter of simple utensils. Men and women head to the fields with llamas working in unison, their pace steady and unhurried. The llamas, essential companions, carry supplies and help till the terraced earth, their soft hums blending with the morning breeze. The altitude makes every task harder, but the villagers' rhythm is shaped by centuries of adaptation. Each movement is deliberate, conserving energy in the thin air, yet there is a quiet pride in their labor, a sense of belonging to this rugged land. Back in the village, women tend children, cook and weave intricate textiles, the clack of the loom a constant melody. The courtyard becomes a hub of activity, where stories are shared and skills are passed down. Weaving is more than a chore, it's an art, a story passed from mother to daughter. Each pattern and color holds meaning, connecting generations, and preserving the heritage of the Andes. As the sun sets, workers return, llamas in tow, and families gather for their main meal. The golden light bathes the village and the aroma of hearty stews signals the end of another day's work. Evening brings laughter, stories, and a sense of community. Neighbors gather in the courtyard sharing tales of the day, their voices rising in warmth as the temperature drops. Night falls, revealing a sky ablaze with stars, untouched by city lights. The constellations seem close enough to touch, a reminder of the vastness and beauty of this high-altitude world. Families retreat to their homes, resting for another day shaped by the mountains. The glow from their windows is a beacon of warmth and comfort against the cool night. Life here is hard, but it is purposeful and deeply connected to the land. In this village above the clouds, every day is a testament to resilience, tradition, and the enduring spirit of the Andes. Farming at over 4,000 meters is a triumph of ingenuity and tradition. Villagers carve terraces into steep slopes, maximizing land and conserving water. Hardy crops like potatoes, quinoa, kanawa, and amaranth thrive here, each adapted to the harsh climate. Bolivia is the potato's birthplace, with hundreds of colorful varieties grown. The farming calendar follows the stars and moon, with rituals and offerings to Pachamama for a fruitful harvest. Agriculture is a sacred partnership, not domination. Natural fertilizers and crop rotation keep the land healthy. Freeze-dried potatoes are made by freezing and pressing potatoes in the open air, a vital food for winter. This ancient technique ensures survival when nothing else will grow. Every step reflects respect for the earth and a commitment to sustainability. The resourcefulness of these mountain people is as remarkable as the landscape itself. In these villages, community is survival, guided by the principle of, today for you, tomorrow for me. Neighbors unite to build homes, harvest crops, and support each other without expectation of reward. This spirit of cooperation weaves a strong social fabric extending to the earth itself, Pachamama, the living goddess. Daily rituals honor her, a few drops of drink spilled, stones stacked as along paths. Generosity is a way of life. Visitors are welcomed with warmth and open hearts. Elders are revered as keepers of tradition, their stories and wisdom passed down to the young. These bonds ensure that knowledge of farming, healing, and the land endures. Intergenerational respect is the thread that links past, present, and future. Here, true wealth is measured in connection, not possessions. Life's richness comes from community and a sacred relationship with the land. Culture in Bolivia's mountain villages bursts with color, music, and flavor. Meals are hearty and local, quinoa soup, potatoes, chark, and sweet api, celebrating the land's bounty. Festivals blend indigenous and Catholic traditions, with harvest celebrations full of music, dance, and dazzling costumes. Artistic traditions shine in textiles. Each pattern and color tells a story of cosmos, nature, and history. Women are master weavers, using natural dyes to create vibrant works of art. Crafts, pottery, wood carvings, jewelry reflect deep heritage and skill. Buying a handmade poncho or ceramic llama supports tradition and sustains the community. These crafts are more than souvenirs, they are pieces of the village's soul. Art here is a living legacy, passed down and cherished. The creativity and spirit of the mountain people are woven into every thread. Sit and listen, and the villagers will share stories woven from life in the high Andes. Here, every tale is carried on the wind, echoing through the valleys and across the ancient stone paths that connect each home. The mountains themselves seem to listen, holding the memories of those who have come before. Elena, an elder, recalls learning to weave from her mother, her patterns echoing generations past. Each thread she pulls is a tribute to her ancestors, a living memory of the women who taught her the language of color and cloth. The vibrant textiles are more than art. They are stories, prayers, and history, all interlaced. She remembers a harsh winter when the village, cut off by snow, survived by sharing every last bit of food. The cold was biting, but the warmth of community kept hope alive. In those long nights, laughter and song filled the small homes, and no one was left alone. The mountain tests us, she says, but it teaches us to hold each other close. Her words are a reminder that hardship can forge bonds stronger than stone, and that the spirit of the Andes is found in unity. Her story is one of resilience and the power of community. In this village, every hand is needed and every heart is valued. The people know that survival depends not just on strength, but on kindness and cooperation. Mateo, a young farmer, stays in the village while friends leave for the city. He watches the old ways change but feels a deep connection to the land beneath his feet. The mountains are his home and he is determined to honor them. He blends new organic techniques with ancestral wisdom, honoring the land and the spirits that watch over them. Each season, he offers thanks to Pachamama, the Earth Mother, believing that respect for tradition brings abundance. For Mateo, tradition is not a burden but a privilege, a way to ensure the future. He dreams of a village where old and new walk side by side and where the next generation can thrive without forgetting their roots. For Mateo, tradition is not a burden but a privilege, a way to ensure the future. He teaches the children what he knows, hoping they will carry these lessons forward, blending innovation with respect for the past. These stories are not of hardship alone but of hope, determination, and the quiet strength of the Andes. Each sunrise brings new challenges, but also new opportunities to grow and to dream. Progress here means honoring the old ways while adapting to new challenges. The villagers embrace change, but never at the cost of forgetting who they are or where they come from. The true treasures of the Andes are found in these personal tales, stories whispered on the mountain wind, carried from one generation to the next, shaping the heart of a people and the soul of a land. Life at this altitude is beautiful, but undeniably hard. Oxygen is scarce, the sun burns, and nights freeze. Villagers have adapted over generations. Weather is unpredictable. A single hailstorm or drought can threaten survival. Isolation means hours from the nearest town, with roads often impassable. Access to healthcare and education is limited, so self-sufficiency is essential. The lure of the city draws young people away, risking the loss of traditions and skills. Elders worry about who will carry on the weaving, farming, and stories of the. Yet, the people face hardship with resilience, humor, and a deep sense of community. True wealth here is found in culture, connection, and the wisdom of the land. Visiting these mountain villages is more than sightseeing, it's a journey into another way of life. Here you disconnect from modern chaos and reconnect with earth, community, and self. The landscape is breathtaking, but the real magic is in the people and their lessons. They show that happiness comes from connection and respect for nature, not material wealth. These villages challenge our perspectives and preserve ancient wisdom in a changing world. A visit here is active, requiring openness and curiosity, and leaves a lasting impact. The Bolivian Andes teach us about sustainability, community, and resilience. These are timeless truths, more relevant now than ever. Come, walk these ancient paths, breathe the pure air, and let the stories of the Andes transform you. Subscribe for more journeys to the world's hidden corners. There's so much more to discover.